Hello and welcome to the sideboard here at Star City Games Nashville. I am joined by our standard open champion, Derrick Roper. Derrick, congratulations.
Thank you.
First trophy on the shelf?
It is.
Nice.
It is.
Cool.
I've had a runner-up at the Classic in Birmingham, but this is the first trophy.
Right, about a month ago you had a runner-up.
Yeah.
And same deck, different cards.
Right.
With the addition of Dragon's Maze.
Right.
Talk to me a little bit about the testing process of transmuting pre-Dragon's Maze Reanimator into post-Dragon's Maze Reanimator.
Well, actually, I had been playing Reanimator for quite some time, so I was really familiar with it and really comfortable with it. And the last couple of weeks, I haven't been able to play as much as I would have liked. So I actually went really close to Brian Braunduin's list and just kind of made a couple of differences. Actually, I told a buddy of mine one of the big things I probably would have liked better this weekend for the metagame was to put the voices in the main deck.
In the main deck, because it was such an aggressive metagame this weekend. Both you and Alex, your finals opponent, had to beat Naya Blitz opponents in the top 4, which isn't exactly the easiest matchup in the world, but voice makes it significantly better.
It really does. It really does. And I found myself all day yesterday taking out the Sin Collectors, bringing the voices in. That's the one regret I wish I would have.
So Sin Collector, for a more control-heavy metagame, more Jund, things like that, you want the Sin Collectors. But if the room's full of things like the black-green aggro deck that Robbie had in the top 8, or Naya Blitz, or red-green aggro like last week's champion, you want to have the voices in the main deck.
Absolutely, absolutely.
So I'm trying to ask this to everybody who plays with Voice of Resurgence. Did you put in a token off of an opponent playing a spell on your turn yet?
I drew round 1, so I got into the draw bracket.
Okay.
So I played a lot of control. The first 4 or 5 rounds was control.
Was control, okay.
Yes, I definitely put tokens in.
Is that a game plan that you look for when you're playing Junk Reanimator? All right, let's draw round 1, get all the Esper control decks.
I'm not going to tell you not to do it. It was actually a pretty good strategy.
It worked out well for you. Yeah, you had an interesting path to your top 8. We didn't really see you at all until top 8, because you were sort of under the radar because you drew round 1 and then you lost round 3.
Yes.
So you're sitting at 1-1-1
Yep. I just had to
round
run out.
3 and had a playoff game every round until the end.
No draws all the way.
Going forward, Junk Reanimator still has a target on its head.
It really does.
If it didn't before, it certainly does again now because you've won once again.
Right. Well, and it really does. Like I told you before we started, I hadn't tested a lot the last couple of weeks, so I picked it up because I was comfortable with it, and I know it's a powerful deck.
Sure.
But it does have the bullseye on it.
It does. And so, if you're willing to tell our audience, what's the one card you don't want to see across from you? Is it a Naya Blitz creature? Is it a champion?
Deck list that says Naya Blitz. That's the card I don't want. It's really tough.
Yeah. And so, but you were able to beat it in the semifinals. You were able to beat the Mirror in the finals. And the big part in Game 2, to me, there's lots of sub-games that happen in the Junk Mirror, but number 1 is the Acidic Slime battle.
Oh, yeah.
Your opponent had Deathrite Shaman advantage, your opponent had Derrick advantage, but you had Acidic Slime and he didn't.
Yeah, and actually I put a couple of other lines of play on the back burner just to start the Acidic Slime plan, just because it's so important in the Mirror.
Absolutely, and it panned out for you.
Yeah.
Once again, congratulations,
Thank
sir.
you.
And are you playing Legacy today?
I'm not. My buddy rode with me, and I made him stay all night, overnight. So, we're going back.
Going to go home and take a nap. All right, we're going to toss it back to the booth. Congrats once again here at Star City Games Nashville.